Today, I'm flying over 700 miles to give a stranger $1,000 to build their clothing brand. So, hopefully you know. Waiting to meet Joshua for the first.
The website is now launched.
It's all in one day, you guys. In this video, I'll be showing you the exact strategy that we used to make Joshua over $5,000 during his relaunch day. Joshua is the owner of Admirewear.
Founder and designer for Admirewear, Joshua Dixon. Let's give him a round of applause. Come on out, Joshua.
Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Dixon and I am the founder and designer of Admirewear. And I know you may be curious about what happened to me, which is totally fine because I love curiosity. I'm a curious person myself. When I was 8 years old, I was attacked by our family 2 pit bulls. I lost 80% of my face, I lost both ears, I lost my nose and my upper and lower eyelid to my left eye. And yes, I still have my left eye, and no, I do not hate pit bulls because I cannot hate something that God gave life to. No, thank you.
On a typical day after school, Joshua slipped on some ice, which is when a dog took advantage of his fall and attacked his face. The dog tried to pull Joshua into the garage where he could finish him off. Another dog pulled Joshua towards the house in an attempt to save Joshua. It ended up being a tug of war with Joshua's face. Joshua lost both ears, his left eyelid, cheeks, nose, muscles, and veins. The journey has not been easy for Joshua. Joshua had to use feeding tubes, gone through a coma, and even had over 60 reconstruction surgeries and counting.
I'm a survivor of PTSD, anxiety, depression, discrimination, sexual assault. And I'm not just a survivor of those things. I'm a survivor of mental health trauma. I'm a survivor of 2 suicide attempts.
Joshua had to relearn how to walk. Joshua had to relearn how to eat. Joshua basically had to relearn how to live. I found one of Joshua's inspiring stories on Instagram. I began to follow along Joshua's journey in launching his brand. Joshua started Admirewear to help others admire themselves and the world around them. Joshua had a successful journey with his brand, but unfortunately ended up going through some tough times with the business. Joshua had to move out of his warehouse and even had to start doing some Amazon deliveries for some extra cash. Along with those struggles, even Joshua's car ended up breaking down at one point, so making deliveries even became impossible. Joshua had to put Admirewear on a pause. And that's when I had the thought, maybe I could help. Let's fly to Chicago to meet Joshua. I'm gonna implement new strategies that help him relaunch his brand. In this video, I'll be showing you the exact strategy that we used to make Joshua over $5,000 during his relaunch day. And with all the hard work that he put in and adversities that Joshua has faced, I also wanna reward him with $1,000. Honestly, it's the least I could do. Come along as we give Admirewear a fresh start. Made it to Chicago. It's a little cold, I'm not gonna lie, it's not like Atlanta. But we came out here, we're trying to look at this little, what is this called? Gate? I forgot, Cloud Gate or something, but it's blocked off. Can't see that, but I'll meet up with Joshua. It's super exciting. Hopefully I can help him out the best way that I can. And we're gonna meet up with him and then we're gonna get ready for the launch, and I got a surprise for him at the end, so we're gonna see how that goes. So I'm actually pulling out some money. Joshua's been working really hard with his brand. Anything I tell him to do, he'll put in the work. He's been putting in the work before I even started working with him. Recently he had some trials and tribulations, even though he's been putting in the work. He lost his warehouse, been having to do Amazon Flex and stuff, so I guess we're gonna do $1,000. We'll give it to him at the end. Hopefully that helps him get a little bit of a step forward and help him get back on track, because he had some car problems, couldn't even do the Amazon Flex for a day. He had a lot of problems, but he's been working hard, so hopefully, we'll be able to surprise him at the end. We'll see how he reacts to that. Waiting to meet Joshua for the first. Joshua, good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you in the flesh, man.
Thank you for coming out here, man.
No, thank you, man, for having me, bro.
Can't wait to help you as much as possible. I love the hoodie. I love the message. You want to go in and talk about the brand some more?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Dixon. I'm the founder and designer of Admireware. I focus on bringing mental health awareness and suicide prevention to people around the world, creating messages of hope, love, and admiration to help people out on their journey. Whether they're going through a good day or a bad day, they know that they're loved and that they're seen in their glory even on their weakest. And even when they're in their glory, they can stay in their glory, like bask in that. Because we all need affirmations. Like I grew up going through a lot of bullying. I was attacked by pit bulls when I was 8 years old. It's been 16 years now. 16 years later, I've had exactly 61 surgeries. Have surgery 62 within about 40 days or so. But like, it doesn't stop me. Like being able to learn how to walk and talk again after the accident and like being able to recover. Like even now, like I have my own puppy now. And so that means a lot in my journey by itself. So like when I woke up from all of that, I didn't want to go back to that state. I choose purposely to turn a lot of my tears into roses. My mom got me roses when I was a kid because I used to be really sad because I couldn't be the kid that most kids got to be. I couldn't play outside in rough houses all the time. So I would sit in the window and watch my neighborhood kids play sometimes. My mom got me 3 rose bushes and she said, these roses be your friends when you can't have friends. And watching them over the years, like time and time again, I watched them grow. I watched them wilt. I watched them blossom. I watched them take care of one another. That inspired me. That gave me a lot of just like mental philosophy and wisdom. I think of every person in my community as roses, as individual roses. I think of us admirers. So I use roses in a lot of my designs. I'm giving some people for their flowers for the first time. I'm giving people their love, their admiration for the very first time. I'm giving them that token that they can wear with them each and every day. It's something that won't wilt out, you know. It might get a little grainy, you know, it might get a little fuzzy because it got washed a couple of times, but like it's something that they can be comfortable in. Something that they can easily put on and take to the office with them or take to a family setting or they can sleep in. Everything that I make, I take a nap in it actually. When I introduce a new type of apparel style or a new type of blank, I take a nap in it. If I'm too uncomfortable taking that nap, then we're not dropping it. Because I want you to be comfortable when you're going through the most vulnerable moments. And even when you're in your best moments, I don't want you to be in your best moments and be like, oh, I'm not feeling this right now. So I put a lot of thought into caring about people because it's all about bettering someone's journey. I'm not here to keep the market of negative mental health going where we monetize sadness. I'm not trying to monetize sadness. I'm acknowledging that we all have sadness. We all have struggles. We all have adversity. We all have something that we're dealing with. So we all getting through these experiences. We all are figuring out that our stories are far from over, that we have so much purpose to give, that we have so much light at the end of the tunnel, that maybe this year might not be a good year for me. Maybe last year wasn't a good year for me. But like, I believe in better years. I believe in better seasons. I believe that my season of blossoming is going to come. It's not over until I says it's over or God says it's over. It's up to him. But it means the world to me to be able to get back to those who really need that spice, who really need to look in the mirror and know that they're loved even on days when they're not loved, or even if no one buys tickets to their theater, their mental theater when they're going through something, but yet everyone buys a ticket when they're getting their accolades. They know that there's a community that's cheering them on in the worst moments, and there's a community that's cheering them on in the best moments. I see you in your glory, even when you're at your weakest. That's Admireware in a nutshell, bro.
I love that, man. We're about to relaunch tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, I feel like we're getting a fresh start.
Yeah.
I've been doing what I can to possibly help. Tomorrow, hopefully, we're gonna come by your place.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get the best launch possible. How do you feel about it?
I'm excited, man. Like, I'm really excited because what you've helped me with allows me to really think about a lot of strategies that I had different, because I've been doing all of this stuff on my own. All self-taught, all self-learned. So like, I know, like I humble myself often. Like I know that I'm not the best. I know if you want help, you have to seek help. Right. And you have to make friends with people who know better than you so they can guide you to where you can go where you need to go. And so by you helping me out, like you help me dive back into the purpose of Admireware instead of comparing myself to other brands. Absolutely. You showed me that like, look, bro, like what you got going on is great by itself. Yeah. You just need to amplify the greatness that you've created, and we need to talk about it more.
Absolutely.
When you first reached out, you was like, look, I don't even want you to stop making the content that you making, because that's how I found you. You know, that's how you found me. You found me through one of my videos. It's like, I want you to keep doing that. But he's like, I want you to amplify the brand more. We know you're an admirer. We know you're the brand. But let's see more of the brand more. Let's have more people access the brand. You gave me a whole strategy and a whole plan that allowed me to think more about building it more into a purpose icon and more into people knowing what the word admire means, knowing why it means so much. So I'm real. I don't want to be someone on social media that's only showing you the glory. You know, I go through a lot of trials and tribulations all the time, even in my brand. Like, I'm honest about it. You know, life be lifing, dog. Like I told you, I'm doing Amazon Flex. Like, I got up at 2:50 yesterday morning doing Amazon, and then I went to sleep the night prior, like right before. I went to sleep at 12:30 because I'm working on the launch. Went to sleep at 12:30, woke up at 2:50, went to Amazon at 3:30, delivering until 8 o'clock, came back, took a 2-hour nap, working on the launch again. I stayed up until 3 o'clock this morning, working on the launch, went to sleep, got back up, working on the launch again. Like, I care about this. Even if I might be struggling, my purpose isn't struggling.
I love it.
I live for the purpose.
I love that. Yeah, and that's the whole thing I wanted to be about. A lot of people just like, they make clothing, they forget why they did it. They're trying to make the money and the profit and stuff, but sometimes they forget, like, the purpose is to get the message out there.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm excited for tomorrow, man, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I love your story, man. I can't even, like, I admire it. As weird as it sounds, like.
Hey, even if you're in the wrong crowd, like, I like to think about it like this. You're around people who don't like who you are, don't like the ideas you have, don't like the way your brand's going, or don't like that you even started a brand. Like, oh, you're just like everybody else making a brand. But if you have a vision and you have a dream for yourself and you want to create change in yourself, like if you possibly want to create your own change rather than someone else changing, you don't like that. But if you trying to better yourself and people around you are nagging, know that there's 8 billion people out there in the world. Not everybody's going to like what I'm making. Not everybody's going to like Joshua Dixon. But I got 10 people who, you know, are around the world, at least 10 people who value me. So don't be afraid to like step outside your comfort zone and finding a new crowd of people or finding new people to be around. It's 8 billion people out there. Why are we fussing about a small group of people who not going to support me and who not going to be there for me, my good and my great? There's going to be people out there who going to love you for you and be there for your good and your great, and they're going to make you better and you're going to make them better. So I'm like, never stay low because you feel like that's what you deserve. You always deserve better than that.
So over the past few weeks, I worked with Joshua over a few Zoom calls to make the relaunch of his brand a success. Outside of sales, there are 2 other components that's important as well, which is design and fulfillment. Design-wise, Joshua pretty much already understands a lot of this because he is an artist at heart. The only thing I recommended was pretty much adding a true hero product where it will be easy for a customer to recognize your brand. As far as fulfillment, Joshua was able to create most of these t-shirts himself, but for any product that starts doing really well, then to go ahead and make relationships with a screen printer so that we can start getting this printed in bulk. But we did still incorporate some print-on-demand products so that we could get some additional margins. So if you're not familiar, you can use a website like Printify and they will print and ship your products to your customer for you. You can get a duffel bag for roughly $32 each if you use my Printify premium code. But still, what makes Joshua unique is that he still took the additional time to take extra photos himself. And this is how you can really elevate a print-on-demand product instead of just using the actual mock-ups. As you can see, that's some really dope photos. So there were a lot of things that I really wanted to work on, and obviously we could fix things for days. But with the short amount of time that we had to work on just one solid strategy that we could use for the time being. So Joshua already had a few sales, and by having a few sales, that means some of these customers were already on his text list and his email list. But a lot of the times, customers opt out for the text messages and they only sign up for email because they want their tracking and confirmation. Text typically does get more conversions, so we decided to set up a few email campaigns that had call to actions for the customers to sign up for the text notifications as well. Now, that doesn't mean email is obsolete. Email is still a powerful way that you should use to tell your story. That way you could turn some of these sales to more reoccurring customers. This is a really good way to warm them up so that you get more sales. Joshua also has a decent amount of followers. We need to turn them into sales as well. Now, sometimes some of these followers also signs up for the email list even though they have yet to purchase anything, which once again is the reason why telling a story to warming up the audience is truly important, because once you're able to do that, it will be easier for you to get them to convert into some actual sales. Now, when it comes to sales as a newer brand, a lot of times brands are always thinking about making profit from the very beginning. I would highly recommend thinking about a loss leader or something that you make a small amount of profit with. Now, I'm not saying throw profit out of the window. Just really think about, is there anything that you can provide that a customer can easily convert on? For example, grocery store sells milk, eggs, rice, and other inexpensive items, sometimes at a break even or even at a loss. And the reason being is to get the customer into the store and make an actual purchase, and you can upsell them with a different product at the same time, or they can just fall in love with your actual store itself so that they can become a customer at a later time. Now, once you do get a sale, it is important that you fulfill in a decent amount of time so that your customer becomes as happy as possible and they become a returning customer. There's a big difference between sales and customers. Now, when it comes time to release a new product or a new design, a mistake that a lot of brands make is that just releasing the product unexpectedly and hoping that the customer converts. So what we had to do was tell the story of the new design, the new product. We had to really hype them up with the date that it was coming out on and the quantity that was being released, or basically anything that makes the customer feel urgent to purchase the product. So not only do we warm them up to fall in love with our brand, but we have to make them fall in love with every single new product. We have to make the customer feel really excited for the product's release so that we can get some more sales, which in turn creates a cycle that we can rinse and repeat. Now we have to fulfill this product once again, make the customer happy so that they can become a returning customer. And once again, if this is a new customer, they'll opt into our email flow so that we can tell them the story of our brand once again. Now that we came up with a strategy, we implement it, and let's see the live results of what happened. So I made my way towards Joshua's house on the south side of Chicago, where I was greeted by his two lovely dogs and his mom. I wish I did get a chance to talk to her more. I didn't get a chance to let her know that she's done a great job raising Joshua. So if you're watching this, you're amazing.
I really love what I'm doing in here. I used to have an 800 square foot warehouse space, but due to having surgery in about 40 days and due to financial instability with the economy right now, I couldn't afford to stay in there no more. Did the whole entire layout just like I did my warehouse space. And now everything's fully set up, calibrated. I have a laser here that helps me with my vision disability. I have monocular vision, so I don't see lines straight and I can't really tell when certain things are straight. So I figured out my weaknesses and I accommodate for them. Print out graphics here, bake them, put the powder on them here, cook them in this oven, and I'm able to start pressing and make amazing items like this.
So it's getting really close to time for us to email and text all the subscribers on Joshua's list about today's relaunch and the release of his new products. But right before launch, I noticed a big issue that I should have checked the night before. There was an issue with the way it was set up for a buy two get one free deal. It's not loading like when I click on the t-shirt. And if this didn't work, this means that customers won't be able to check out properly.
I'm sweating. Website is now launched, and also right now we got a special offer.
So honestly, I was sweating this launch and I was starting to think this is not going to work.
Oh, the text did go through. Text did go through. I haven't checked to see at the moment how many people are on there right now.
So there's like 150 people on right now, or 68.
Hell yeah.
Eventually, with a few fixes here and there, a sale finally came in.
Got a sale right now for 3 items. Nice. People telling me they love what I got on the site right now.
And then they all started to come in at once.
it feels really good to be back up and be back doing everything again, man. I mean, I got Rich in my studio, man. Like, holy shit. The guy I've been watching YouTube videos about for 3 years. He's like in my studio. We're using both of my laptops. I really do appreciate y'all for everything, though, like, for real. I mean, this means the world to me. I know I'm kind of all over the place right now, but we're all over the place together right now.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. I mean, cause like, it's like some of those things, like I told you to do that because like I know people will ask you questions.
Yeah,
about it, so
yeah. People were
answer.
asking me questions.
Yeah, so that way you're answering all the questions at once.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Anything else you wanna add?
I mean, that's a good sound to hear. I just want to thank Rich for coming out. Thank you so much, man. Like, truly changed the whole day. Got the launch like already. You know, an hour in, already 12 orders. I know it's gonna blow up throughout the day. And like, you know, I couldn't have had a successful launch without the help, without the support, without the mentorship behind it. But also just like, I'm forever inspired. Like what I'm doing and helping people, like it means the world. So thank you guys.
No problem.
Deuces.
I got one last gift for you.
What's up?
It's for you and your moms, man. So, you know, I know you said you had problems with the car, the warehouse, all of that. So I got one last thing for you. And then you said,
bro.
Yeah, you said you had like you want to get your finances straight. So,
damn, man.
We get $1,000.
Oh my God.
So use it for whatever.
Bro,
whatever
thank
need.
you, man. I'm gonna get her. Damn, man. I needed this, man.
So use it for, you know, it don't even have to be for the brand. Whatever you need to
thank
get
you,
a step
thank
ahead.
you. Truly, like it's definitely been crazy. My car broke down. I got my car fixed. I worked 24 hours and 3-day weekend for Amazon. My mom's car broke down, so I paid to get her car at the shop. Then I just helped her pay some bills, and I'm still behind on some of the stuff that I have to pay bills for. But like, you know, we helping each other. We both self-employed. She just got up at 4 o'clock this morning to do Amazon. I mean, to do Uber. I went to sleep at 4 o'clock because I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So like, thank you. You know, it means the world. It means the world, man.
Yeah, man. No.
Damn, I ain't know that was gonna happen. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. Damn, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That means the world. That means the world.
All right, so Joshua sent me his sales updates. He said best launch day so far, 30 orders. He did 2K in sales in under 3 hours. Wow. A few hours again later, he did 2,900. This is all in one day, you guys. One campaign, 2,900. I'm sure he's at 5K now, but he ended up at 4,990. So 71 orders in a day, 4,990. Said I did 2 months revenue in one day. Once again, thank you, bro. Thank you so much.